Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be doing a Miniverse Make It Mini favorite foods, food favorites, uh, Target. Today we have the Madeleines. All right, let's see what it comes with. So we have our favorite day salted caramel. Sorry, there we go. Flavored cocoa sweet spread. Okay, what? We have our little thing here, which cloche, which it needs a little bit bigger knob, so we're gonna put them in their display after. Sweet and salty nut topping. I've never had them, so and then the Madeleines. How many? I don't know how many there are of there. 10 maybe. We'll see. And it comes with some stickers, but this should be pretty straightforward. Oh, it's supposed to come with a little spatula too. I think I have it somewhere, but sorry, I don't know if I'll use a spatula or if we might use this trusty dusty, what do you call it? Oops, it already has hair on it. Don't you just love that? Toothpick. I always like to give it a good mix. Of course, we're supposed to be able to dunk these in here, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. It's pretty far in there. We'll see. Maybe if I use tweezers, but then I might drop it and it could be a disaster. So, when I get there in a moment, we'll see. I might have another idea. I'm going to open the crumble too, and we're going to open the Madeleines, and I'm going to cut them from down below here, just so it's a little more fun when you want to open it again later. Maybe. There we go. I'd love to see what they feel like. Probably rubbery like most of the things, but I like that texture. Okay. All right, so they're like a little thicker on one side. It's like a little cake thing. These ones, I don't know what these are. They just say Madeleines, but I've seen some at the store that were lemon. And let's see how many we get. One, I'm guessing 10. There's usually 10 or 12 things, but 10. Oops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we have 10. Excellent. Might as well just leave them out. So this says it's pretty straightforward. As I said, we're going to dunk them in. We're going to put a little bit of nuts on them, and we're going to cure them, and then we're going to display them in here. And then I will decide later if I want to chase them all around a million times or if I'm going to glue them down in a pattern so that they stay under there. We will see. Okay, so first things first, I'm the realist. Okay. What am I looking for? Okay, I'm gonna cut these. Look at my scissors. Cut these at an angle. It's always what I've just been taught. Cut things at an angle. I don't know. And I'm gonna put that over there. I'm gonna use my rubberized bowl. You're gonna need a cure light here, or you're gonna need a parchment paper. If you don't have a cure light, you're gonna have to put parchment paper, dunk it in there, and set it on there, and put it in there. But that's gonna be more risky because there's going to be more drippage. It might create like a little seam on the bottom rather than having it cured in your hand. Do I have another silicone bowl? You know what? We're gonna do sprinkles in this bowl. Sprinkles over that bowl, or crumbs over that bowl. And I'm gonna pour some of this in here. I'm gonna pour a little bit of this in here so that it'll be easier to dip. And trust me, folks, you don't need much. You don't need much. I'm going to clean this edge up. If we need more, we will open it again. I like how it's actually like a jar because it actually holds in there pretty well. Because we're going to be curing things willy-nilly over here, so I want to cure that. Okay, so This is going to require, I wish I had 3 hands. One hand holding this, and then this hand over here is going to be rotating between the nuts and the light. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. All right, so we're going to dunk it in. You can't quite see, there's a little bit of in here. I'm going to dunk it as if I were to dunk it inside the thing. I'm going to just put a little bit, maybe like not halfway down, but enough like that. I think that's perfect. And just carefully sprinkle some nuts. Oh gosh, these are bigger than I thought. Wow, all these things just sounds horrible, and this is gonna get messy because these are dripping. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so quickly give it a cure. You have to go back and forth. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Okay. Well, at least we'll have one good side. That cure's, I mean, that's more runny than I thought. Oh, see, and they're popping right off. What is going on? Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to put this in the light to do a full cure. 1 minute. Just throw it in there. I wish the crumbles were a little smaller because that was unexpected. We try one more. Maybe I'd try not to get as much on. Or maybe pour crumble in here. I think it'll be easier. We'll pour that back like it has a spout. I think it'll be easier if we do this. So just a little bit on here, and we're just gonna gently dunk it in, and whatever sticks will stick. I think that's better. That's a better technique. I'm liking. Sorry, I'm gonna cure down here just so I don't cure anything else. All right. I wish I had a mini food processor because these are big crunchies on here. But I'm just gonna keep doing this and putting them in the light, letting them get a full cure. Maybe if they're fully cured on there, it'll stay a little better. I'm going to show you one more, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera to save a lot of time for all of us. All right, and we dunk it in here with the nuts and give it a good cure. You have to go back and forth because it'll keep dripping. And remember, this is just a spot cure. You do have to do it a full cure. I've seen some people online. I don't know if they do full cures behind the scenes or what, but they give it a cure with this, and then they're like, "It's done," and I'm like, "Wait, you didn't tell them how to do the full cure. You can't just do that." All right, so I'm gonna throw this in the light. I'm gonna do the rest of these, and we'll come back and we'll place them on the platter. All right, I did all those. They're in the light, and I'll show you if you have one of these bowls. These are from Make It From Scratch. It has a little spout pour on there, and if you can sprinkle it just right, tap it just a little at a time. They do kind of slowly go in the middle. Sometimes it does want to go to the edge, but it's better than wasting a lot. Just keep repositioning it, and figured I'd show you this is how I try not to waste product, and I restore my things, and then next time when I need it, I will have some extra. And when you see me in my videos say that I already have one open or something, this is why. because I don't waste. Look at that. And there's enough in there. It looks like a full bag. Let's put that to the side. I'm gonna cure these one or two, a few more times, and then we will take them out and put them on the platter and see how that goes. All right, I gave those a full cure. In 1 minute, I will show you those. But I was just giving them a cure, and I looked over in my pantry over here, and I just saw something funny. This is, like I just said, I don't like to waste things. I think this is from one of my first ever Miniverse that I did a long time ago. Like, ever bought on my own, never even made a video, never did anything, just did it. It was the strawberry, I think, some shortcake or something, or sponge cake, and had crumble on the edge, look, because it says sponge cake, and then I had crumble, and then I ended up putting the extra crumble in here. So I literally have this from my first ever like Miniverse that I've done. So that's pretty crazy. But anyways, I cured all these. Yes, some of the nuts are gonna fall off, but the ones that are gonna stay actually now or should stay a little more secure because once they get a full cure, they adhere on. If they start to fall off before it gets a full cure, they don't really do well. All right, so in the picture here, let's take the little clutch off. It shows basically however you want to lay them. I think it shows the bellies up. No, it doesn't. It shows the bellies down. I just hope they all fit. So I'm going to try to just put them in as much best I can. Laying them down here. And like I said, we will see how well they stay. I might have to secure them in place. Oh, careful. Should we hold it? See, because the problem is they like to move on their own. Honestly, and then let's just hopefully it closes. Look at that. Perfect. It's going to be hard to get a good picture with the cloche on, so I'll have to take it off, but I might rearrange them again. But that's so cool. I'll have to try some Madeleines now that I've done them to see the texture and everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That was a quick little fun one. And I'm going to take a few product shots, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please follow my Instagram, and I'll see you then.